In other words, our kids are getting flooded. They're getting overwhelmed. And what's happening is into that overwhelm is coming two main responses, either pushback or fallback. Pushback is aggression, fallback is depression. And more of the very troubling psychological challenges and illnesses associated with 16, 17, 18-year-olds are now starting to come right into the 11, 12-year-old phase. More and more depression, more and more self-harm, cutting, anorexia, more and more drug experimentation, all this stuff that was associated with much later stages of development, and particularly anxiety, generalized anxiety disorders, where our kids are nervous, jumpy, and hypervigilant, have a lot of trouble with sleep. All this stuff that we would associate with psychological challenges of the later teens are now moving right back into the 10, 11, particularly 11, 12-year-old phase. And these kids are being diagnosed with diagnoses that only in the last 5 to 6 years would we ever give a diagnosis like that to a young child. All sorts of diagnoses of bipolar, all sorts of adult diagnosis. And therefore the adult medication is following. So more and more 7, 11, 12, 13-year-old kids are being medicated for what we would absolutely associate with much later stage mental health issues. And part of the reason, not the total reason, but part of the reason is that the world is flooding our kids. It's flooding. Our kids need a balance between what is coming to them from the outside, all the information that's coming through technology, the information, frankly, also from what we say, because many of adults in society now have lost the ability to bracket what you say in front of a child and what you don't say in front of a child. That's largely a kind of a disappearing art form, actually. And what's happening is they're getting so much information, the pace of life is so fast for our teenagers that their little emerging ability to meet the world, their senses of from the inside, for their little friendships, their little hopes, what they think they might be able to do, the schoolwork they've got to find a way to understand, family life, all the things from the inside, all the things that are warm and nurturing, that from the inside, that would move out to meet the world. You know, as their little sense of self develops at 12, 13, they're a little stronger. They know who they are a little bit more, and they're moving out into the world. Now, they'll move out into the world like the little warriors they are, 12, 13. That's the warrior age. That's the Pippi Longstocking, the Huck Finn years, isn't it? That's the age. It's the age of exploration. They'll want to move out and explore the world if the world actually is explorable and not vicious, booming, buzzing, scary, and just pounding on them. What child psychologically wants to move out into a world where everything's scary?
www.auditorium.hu Pszichológia korlátlanul, ott, ahol te akarod.